Live, on air, and online. This is WSAV First News at 5.
And tonight on News 3, a Savannah neighborhood about to change forever with the addition of a brand new stadium.
Good evening. It is Thursday, July 13th. I'm Tina Tyus-Shaw.
And I'm Ben Singer. Thank you for joining us. We will have your top headlines in just a minute. But first, as part of our annual Clear the Shelters event, we are asking for your help to collect pet supplies today.
And News 3's Low Country reporter Holly Bounds is at Subaru of Hilton Head in Hardeeville. So Holly, how's it going out there?
Hello, Ben and Tina. Well, first of all, it is hot, but the good news is coming in a minute, and I'm going to tell you what. First of all, I want you to come out between 4 and 7 o'clock here at Subaru Hilton Head, which, as you know, is in Hardeeville. That's just a few miles off of I-95 exit 8. From 4 to 7, come out here, and we are helping with this Clear the Shelters campaign. Not only are we trying to find homes for the homeless animals in our area, but also providing supplies for the ones that are filling our shelters across the Low Country and the Coastal Empire. You can bring a donation of food, toys, leashes, collars, trash bags, all the things that you might buy for your own pet. How about bring it out here? Now, in return, I know I told you it was hot. We're going to cool you down. You've got some free ice cream, Jack Frost ice cream, a specialty here in the Low Country. Come on out, get a free few scoops of ice cream. Also, Subaru Hilton Head providing some toys for your own pet that you can take home and remember how you helped out. So we are looking forward to seeing you. We've already seen some people bring by some supplies, and also a lot of them are bringing in tow their own pets. They said pets are welcome, so we'd love to see your furry friend as well. We'll check back in a little later in the newscast, but we hope to see you out here at Subaru Hilton Head. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. In our continuing coverage, it is day 3 in the civil trial against CSX Railroad Corporation and the death of a young woman on a movie crew.
News 3's Stassi Olmos is joining us from the courthouse where Sarah Jones's parents testified today.
The Jones family brought this case to trial, they say, to make sure everyone involved in Sarah's death is held accountable. One of the most emotional moments from today when Father Richard Jones was asked about his family. He didn't know whether to say he had 3 children or has 3 children. Jones told the jury if things had been done differently that day, his daughter would still be alive. But the defense implied fault lies in the hands of Randy Miller, the director of Midnight Rider.
Yes, absolutely, you're correct. That being said, I would also state that if CSX had reacted, given the information they had, that chances are Sarah would all be alive.
The Jones family says the goal in this case is to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. Now, coming up at 6, we'll hear from the engineer who was driving the train that killed Sarah Jones. Reporting live from Chatham County Courthouse, Stassi Olmos, WSAV News 3.
Stassi, thank you. More than a dozen hearses carry the remains of the fallen military members who died in a plane crash on Monday. It was the deadliest Marine Corps air disaster since 2005. 15 Marines, including one from Jacksonville, and a Navy corpsman were lost. The military transport plane appears to have developed problems in the air before it crashed into a Mississippi field. The Marine Corps says the cause of that crash is still under investigation.
Actor Shia LaBeouf apologizing for his behavior during his arrest here last weekend. He apologized on his Twitter account saying, quote, "I am deeply ashamed of my behavior and make no excuses for it." He apologized to the arresting officers and said he is grateful for their restraint. Body cam video shows him shouting profanities at officers while being arrested. And he said he's struggled with addiction publicly and is actively taking steps towards sobriety.
In a crime and safety report, the city of Pooler putting tax dollars to work to keep teenagers off the streets and out of trouble. The city has invested millions of dollars in a new recreational complex off Pooler Parkway. News 3's Trish Williford joins us from Pooler with more on this. Trish.
Mayor Lamb says the city of Pooler is investing in their children, and they're spending millions of dollars to make sure they're off the streets and out of trouble. Every 4 years, the city votes to add a penny to their sales tax, and most of that money is devoted to recreation. This multi-million-dollar recreation complex off Pooler Parkway holds baseball parks, a state-of-the-art football stadium, soccer fields, and they're still expanding it. Mayor Lamb says all that money spent on this complex is worth it to keep kids off the streets and away from crime.
Our kids are very important to us, and we've seen When you don't give kids something to do, they find something to do.
Mayor Lamb says they will spend even more money on this recreation park. They also have camps for kids to get involved in. Reporting from Pooler, Trish Willer for WSAV News 3.
And Senator Lindsey Graham today taking part in a group that rolled out the second version of their health care reform bill. This new plan allowing individuals to buy cheaper insurance policies on the exchanges. Now, this would offer fewer mandated benefits than those currently included under Obamacare. Graham spoke to reporters after that second version was revealed.
We're going to turn the refundable tax credit into a block grant. We're going to keep the taxes on the wealthy in place. We're going to repeal the individual mandate, employer mandate. We're going to take about $500 billion and flow it back to the states with a formula that's fair. And if you want to repair Obamacare in your state, you can. If you want to repeal it, you can. And I think it's a really good idea, building on what he came up with to begin with.
The voters have already approved $120 million for a new Savannah arena, but the city isn't ready to stop with one building. Today, they unveiled a grand plan that would change the neighborhood forever. News 3's Andrew Davis toured the sites and saw the plans firsthand. Andrew?
An arena, a walking and biking trail, Canal District parks, athletic fields. It's a massive project that would alter neighborhoods and downtown Savannah's look forever. We toured 6 different places and saw the drawings of what could be if the city's plan comes together.
You know, preserving those assets, that's what Savannah's all about.
Assets like the old Waterworks building, soon to be the centerpiece for a new Savannah Arena District. A piece of Savannah history revamped, creating a new era for the area. But that's just the beginning. We toured 6 spots, almost all city-owned property, much of it dilapidated or undeveloped. Spots where cement plants once stood. Architects show a vision of the canal park at the arena. Lakes, water for kayaking, and trails.
The park is imagined to have, more formal areas that are associated with the arena and the mixed-use site, and then it kind of spreads out into more natural areas that have athletic fields.
A combination of urban design and natural beauty.
It's more like Resaca's Plaza. It's a harder edge, it's hardscape, and more like a plaza that people can gather and hang out with and schedule events in. If you go north and south from the arena, it's more about canoeing, biking, running, jogging, walking along the canal.
The plan would connect downtown to the arena, make walking from one to the other possible, and calls for both public areas and private developments for homes, businesses, and parking. A new era for Savannah, bringing in new people and a new start, but it also involves new money, at least $100 million on top of what's already been pledged. The mayor says it's money well spent.
The city is going to be here a long time after this crime issue is going on right now. We're going to move past this. We're going to get things taken care of with the crime. But in the meantime, we got a city to run and we got a city to build, and we're going to build that city. And we're going to start with an arena over on this corner, and we're going to work out from there.
The entire Canal District is about a 10-year plan, which actually starts early next year. That's when Gwinnett Street right-of-way is expanded from 4 lanes from Stiles to the interstate. Now, the arena is mostly paid for already through the SPLOST money, but the rest will have to come from a variety of pots, according to the city. That includes citizens who will make the decision if the city's vision is going to be worth their money. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3.
Andrew, thank you. In less than an hour, Savannah will celebrate a milestone as First City Network, the oldest LGBT organization in Georgia, opens the first LGBT center right here in Savannah. That center is located on Bull Street between West 31st and West 32nd Streets. It not only provides a safe space for members of the LGBT community, but a variety of helpful services too.
There'll be a safe spot for anybody. Especially LGBT youth who are always at risk. And we're providing many services health services, mental health counseling, HIV testing, basically drop-in centers, meeting places. And my hopes is that this will sustain for years and years to come.
Now, if you would like to get a tour of the facility and show your support, that grand opening will begin at 6 o'clock this evening and wrap up around 8.
A local welding company looking for 50 new employees, and you could be one of them. Airgas is recruiting people from Savannah and Statesboro during a job fair. That's happening tomorrow from 8 to 3 at the Savannah Career Center. It's on White Bluff Road. The company is looking for route drivers, sales professionals, and warehouse workers. You must be 18 years or older to apply. A high school diploma or GED is required. For more information about this job fair, head over to WSAV.com.
Well, it is time for the annual school supply giveaway with the Ready, Set, Go Back to School Expo. Tomorrow is the last day you can bring supplies here to WSAV Studios. We're at 1430 East Victory Drive. The donations will be accepted from 9 until 5. Here's what they need from you: composition books, notebook paper, rulers, index cards, and highlighters.
Looking ahead, the Beaufort Water Festival kicking off this Friday. There will be arts and crafts as well as entertainment by the Paris Island Marine Band and the fireworks that everybody loves. There will be events each day through the 23rd. For a full list, go to WSAV.com and search Beaufort Water Festival. WSAV is a proud sponsor of this event.
Still to come, another live look at our pet adoption drive.
Plus, see why Jimmy Carter was hospitalized earlier today.
And we're tracking a few isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, the strongest of which is down over Appling County. But the bigger story continues to be the heat and humidity. We'll look at that, the Friday forecast, and your weekend coming up.
Plus, he wasn't arrested until 2 years after the crime. At 5:30, a grand jury decides whether an accused gunman will go to court for a murder in Savannah. You're watching WSAV First News at 5, and we'll be right back.